what can we expect? I was going to say Luke, and then I was like, wait, Luke. Okay, Luke should I say? Luke Newton and Luke Thompson, okay? Luke Newton, what can we expect from Colin this season? I mean, he's back from traveling. Is he looking to settle down?
I think what's really interesting about Colin is that he hasn't really gone in the direction that people will expect. People will expect him to have come back from his travels and to have gone on this journey of self-discovery, and he's come back a changed man. And that pretense is definitely there. He's coming back telling stories, and much to Eloise's
irritation.
Yes,
I mean all of us.
Yeah,
we hate the stories.
Yeah,
Colin.
okay,
we hate the stories.
I understand. Yeah.
Perhaps Uncle Colin will lull you to sleep with his many, many tales from his travels.
Yes, I seem to be missing the peace and solitude of the Greek Isles already.
But yeah, even though he's putting this pretense on, deep down he actually things haven't really changed. If anything, the guilt that has been going through his mind has kind of made him feel very much responsible for the actions that happened at the end of last season. And I think his absence has only amplified that. So it was really interesting to sort of explore his journey into how he comes back into society, how he feels about that, how he's going to resolve the issues from last season, and then where he's going moving forward. I think he's very much focused on finding something new that he wants to focus on. He's ticked off traveling and he's now finding a new venture to explore. So yeah.
Okay, I swear for a second I thought you said TikTok, and I was like, wait, what? I thought you said like I don't know. I was like, wait, I missed that part. I missed that. Like,
yeah.
I didn't know.
And then he invented TikTok.
Yeah.
So he's involved. Oh, here it is.
He's discovered TikTok. He came back. No.
Yeah. I think people in Regis would have loved TikTok.
Yeah.
They would have had a great time with it.
We actually filmed a couple with the siblings, the youngest siblings. They did some, didn't they?
Yeah,
they'd show us how it all works, and we'd be diving in and out of shots. And that was fun.
Well, Chris told me that there's a musical that was on TikTok that's Grammy nominated. So I mean, watch out season 3. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, maybe there's going to be a musical episode next year.
It's just entirely sung, the whole thing,
like Les Mis.
Well, Shonda Rhimes. I mean, they did that in Grey's Anatomy. So listen, it could happen. It could happen.
And the idea started here.
Yeah, we are solely responsible if it happens.
Solely responsible.
And me.
And you.
Yes, of course. Come on. Thank you.
I heard a rumor that you yourself are an artist.
Oh, I dabble.
Luke Thompson, for you, where do we pick up with Benedict this season?
I'd say Benedict starts off this season lost in a different way, I guess, which is that I think everything that he seems to sort of gathered and found in the first season, it sort of seems like it's dissipated a little bit, and he starts the season actually thinking like, oh, well, now I need to find that again, or I need to build it again, and find it for myself rather than being dragged along by Henry Granville. To do it. I mean, dragged along. I had a lovely time being dragged along. But do you see what I mean? I think now he's sort of wanting to recreate that for himself and trying to sort of engage with who he is, if anyone, creatively, as an artist. And I think that's a very particular struggle. And I think it involves spending, as he does, spends a bit of time quite literally high on himself, thinking he's the most amazing artist in the world, and then also moments where he thinks he's the most terrible artist in the world and he'll never amount to anything. And that's, it's all, and actually a lot of that journey I can identify with, and I think a lot of it is just about trying to not compare yourself too much and try and sort of just find
your own
that creativity. But actually what happens is, it's how complicated that truly is. I think the Benedict storyline really examines how complicated that is to really find your own voice and to not be constantly on some sort of trip.
Yes.
I think that's something we can all relate to. I absolutely do. And, as viewers, we love a complicated character. I mean, it makes the story that much more.
And the beauty of Bridgerton, I think, is that everyone gets that. I think every single character has this sort of, you think you've got you think you've got a hang of them and you think you know where you are with them. And then suddenly there's just something that happens that's a bit surprising, or suddenly there's something that you just haven't expected, and I think that's true across the board, like all the male and female characters across the board. There's just so much complexity there.
Yes, absolutely. And now, what about love? Is there a love interest for Benedict this season? While he's finding certain things about himself, is he going to find love?
Well, I mean, I hope so. I think I would be revealing. I would be revealing far too much if I went into the details of that. But but I know. But I have to be careful.
But I think ultimately all of the characters are. Aren't
Yeah,
they? They're all, and you know, they've had these role models, and we get to explore that more this season. We see Lady Violet Bridgerton and our father, and we get to see the history of that and what happened between them, and why the family has the dynamic that it does. And I think having that as a comparison is really difficult for all of the siblings, because they've seen two people truly in love and build a family off love. So I think it's now
and then
about
it being
them
lost, essentially.
Yes,
so that's the sort of pain in that. You can sort of see why a lot of the Bridgertons are struggling in love, actually, to be honest.
Is this still a friendly match, or do we need to find some armor?
I mean, and you gotta love the Bridgerton boy band, like just like this, how strong the connection is. I mean, even just seeing the two of you, you know, like hang out, it's fun. Like you see it, you get it. How are they gonna help out Anthony this season? Because
well, I mean, the sad truth is that I mean, they're sort of, as brothers, it's difficult for them to be a lot of help, because brothers mock each other, and brothers, I guess, are too similar in some ways to really give the best advice. And I find it quite sad looking back on this season, because I think Anthony is really in need of help and advice or support, but actually we're either too involved in our own problems,
or we just get in the way.
or we just get in the way.
In actual fact, we make things worse by winding the situation up. We don't just even let it settle on its own.
Exactly.
We're constantly like,
yeah.
But it was so fun to play.
It's the most fun to play. Yeah.
And as we see, each season focuses on a member of the Bridgerton family. Whose story are we focusing on for next season?
We don't know. We wish we could tell you. I mean, I think obviously we are. The show is steeped in the books, but you know, obviously the books have a certain order. But you know, part of what's refreshing and fun about the show is the slight game it has with the books, which is that it might sort of, you know, we don't know what it might do. You know, we can't take it for granted. Yeah. So
very much like going into this season, we had no idea where it was going to take our characters. We didn't know how closely it was going to follow the books. So to see all that kind of unravel, we're now once, you know, this show is released, then we're excited to see the response. Then it's about working out where things are going to go after that. Next. But we're happy to let this one drop until we start chasing for answers. Yeah.
Oh no, true Bridgerton fans are we're already on season 3. You know, you give us one, let's talk about the next one. No, that just shows the beauty of the show and how impactful it is just in pop culture, entertainment, worldwide, really. So congratulations to you guys on another successful season. And
thank you so much.
We'll be right back here season 3. You know, can't wait.
I look forward to it.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.